Hey, my beautiful friends, your girl Ellen Blue, and welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, please like and follow, and thank you for being here. And if you are returning, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. All right, so you guys, today I'm just going to be talking about the relationship between Jlo and Ben Affleck. You guys, it is crazy. So obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard that these guys are getting divorced. But I just heard like some tea and I'm like, whoa, okay. So JLo and Ben Affleck, they dated a couple of years, about 20 years ago. And yeah, they were a power couple. They were like an it couple. Everybody knew about them. Everybody was like looking at them as couple goals, inspo for the relationships and all that. It was wonderful. And at that time, JLo was at the peak of her fame. Ben Affleck, obviously megastar. It was just wonderful at that time. So yeah, people loved them as a couple. They were fantastic. We rooted for them, and then they split. Then I think Ben Affleck went and married Jennifer Garner, and then J-Lo went on to be with a couple of people, including Alex Rodriguez. I think she dated like one of her dancers. And then like eventually she came back. So so like when they got back together, people were wondering like, okay, so this guy's are spinning the block, is it gonna last? People were rooting for them again, but then like the fame has gone down a little bit, and they've both been like in serious relationships. J-Lo had kids with Mark Anthony. Ben had kids with Jennifer Garner. So they were blending, their family. They were like talking about having a blended family. Great. Seems like everything was going well until like photos started coming out of Ben Affleck looking super pissed off whenever like the paparazzi were around. Like when he's coming out of the car, he looked so angry. He looked like he didn't even want to be there. And people were like, why is this guy looking so miserable? Like he is married to J-Lo. I mean, like, does it get any better than that? And J-Lo seemed to be like doing so well. Her career was going well and everything. And then last year happened. JLo decided to drop her documentary, her movie, and her album. I think it was called This Is Me. She didn't really do well, hey? Like, she bombed. Basically bombed. People hated it. She got a lot of criticism about, trying to force things and trying to like make a point that their relationship was the best and that like she was such an amazing person. It was like the epic life story and everything. And it seemed like that took even a bigger toll on the relationship. And then here we are now, they are getting divorced. And it sounds like they don't even have a prenup. And J-Lo is going after Ben Affleck's money, y'all. Whew, it is a bad. And I think Ben Affleck has got like 600 million, if I'm not mistaken, and J-Lo has got like 100 and something million of her own. These guys are loaded. But then, they're obviously going to have some money fights. But what makes this complicated is that, it's not just money between two people who've come together and now they have to split and like, just go halves. They have kids. And, like those kids, they've got a vested interest, they'll need to inherit. They'll need a share of like their parents' money. So who is going to be willing to take money out of their kids' mouths and give it to their partner, And their marriage hasn't been even long. I think they've been married for like 2 years now. So it is quite alarming. But this morning I was watching Storm Monroe. Shout out Storm. And he dropped some tea. He said Mark Anthony and J-Lo are actually fighting over custody of the kids. And I think J-Lo has got like a child that is trans. And Mark Anthony doesn't seem to be, happy about the whole situation or how they're handling it. So there is like there's a battle going on, which people don't know about. So it's looking like Ben Affleck is taking Mark Anthony's side because he also like doesn't appreciate the way JLo is handling the kid sexuality. You know what I mean? And he obviously seems like he is against the I don't want to call it an agenda because it's people's lives, it's people's identities, it's people's truth, you know. But it sounds like Ben Affleck is worried about that. And that is actually the straw that broke the camel's back. He already is unhappy because she's got like she's got a lifestyle where fame is like on the front and center. And Ben Affleck kind of like wants like a laid back lifestyle, but then if you are married to such a mega star who is followed by the paparazzi all the time, you're also gonna end up, you know, getting photos taken, having people accosting you, talking to you when you're not in the mood, having to smile when you don't really feel like it. And sources say that he's unhappy with J-Lo's lifestyle. So now it is looking like it is not just about the fame and her pursuit of superstardom. I mean, she's already a superstar, but then she wants to stay relevant. That's why she probably was driven to do the documentary and the movie and the album. And that's probably why she made that the central topic of her art. But it actually is looking like it is more personal than that. And when it comes to kids, like some disagreements, like there is no way that you can come to a resolution. And especially when you are seeing how somebody is handling their own children and you feel like their influence might actually like spill over to your own kids, you might find yourself getting super protective. And another thing is, it's not just these two who are in a relationship. It's four people who are actually in a relationship. It's Mark Anthony, it's Jennifer Garner, it's J-Lo, and it's Ben Affleck. And this is like opinions and feelings and beliefs and values of four people who have to come together and make these decisions. And like the people in the relationship who are Ben and J-Lo, they will have like a lot of outside influence. Jennifer Garner obviously talks to her ex-husband about their kids. They're co-parenting. So Ben Affleck would have to listen to her concerns and try and appease her and make sure that he's co-parenting in a fair and effective manner. And if he's gonna try and preserve peace in his life and in his family, he has to consider Jennifer Garner's feelings. Also, he has to consider his own kids' feelings. So you never know how the kids actually feel about, his relationship with J-Lo and the lifestyle that they have been drawn into. Maybe they might like it, who knows? But, it's a lot. And also on J-Lo's side, if she's already having such a contentious relationship with her ex-husband, Mark Anthony, you can imagine that all that stress from that side is spilling into her current relationship. Because I can imagine, like, if you fight with your ex-partner, you come back in a bad mood and you probably want to talk about it, or you might not want to talk about it, but then your partner feels it. Your partner feels it. So I feel like that blended family and the stuff that's going on within that relationship, it has had an impact on that marriage, and it's quite unfortunate. So I hope they'll be able to resolve things going forward, and that the fight over money doesn't get protracted, because they all have their money and they don't want to drag their kids and their families into like something that is actually like really nasty. You don't want to have like such fights, especially when you've got kids involved. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little segment. You know what, I'm actually enjoying like these videos, and I'll keep them coming. Let me know what you think about this story, you guys. Do you feel any sympathy for these guys? Do you have any thoughts? Anyway, See you next time, you guys. I love